Well, I changed it because nobody signed up for Testimony Tuesday this week. So, so I just wanted to get on real quick, see how everybody's doing. This is not going to be a long live at all, actually, because nobody signed up, unless there's some people that I know want to get on tonight. But welcome to Testimony Tuesday. It will be a short Testimony Tuesday. I'm going to be talking about what I seen today, what I had happen today, and that'll be about it. And then we're going to close out with some prayer. How's everybody's week going so far? And I'm not talking to the Gangstalkers. I know they're on here. There will be one. Shalom. Another perp has been ousted from the G-Rock crew. You know who you are. You will be getting blocked expeditiously. Can't wait to block you. But anyway, I've been having an okay week. Going pretty good. Thanks to all who donated to me and strengthen y'all. Appreciate y'all. All praises. Again, there's my cash app if you want to donate to this ministry, because I am putting together a great documentary. And speaking about that, man, it's crazy. I shed a tear on my own documentary. I was writing a voiceover today. Oh my goodness, man. I couldn't believe that. That's the first time it ever happened to me. I must have felt it, man. I felt that. For real. I felt that, man. That felt. I can't wait till y'all see this documentary, man. And everybody better be there. Well, all the important people better be there. I know that's right. They should put a boot next to that wrench. Again, I know I'm starting early because nobody signed up, so I just wanted to start early. So whoever's not commenting, could you please leave a comment in there to show you're not a perp? Please say hello or something. Hello or something. How you doing? Let's see who's really ain't a perp. Said that's my idea. Yeah, that was your idea. Why you trying to get all the what's up, Nikki Nicole Talks? Shalom. I seen you had a great video the other day. You had that perp outside that white truck watching you. That was crazy. They don't get enough, do they? Hopefully I don't sound all stuffy. I got my mask off tonight. The last live, I sound horrible. I went back and watched that live. I was like, man, I sound horrible on that live. Yeah, well, Nikki, hold on. There must be two perps in here. They better put no comments. At least put something in the comments. Perp. If you ain't a perp, put a comment in the comment section. If you a perp, don't put a comment in the comment section. Say if you a perp, leave a chat so I can give you that boot. Yeah, they don't want to leave it. They don't want to do it. Is that the updated boot? You must update the emojis for the boot. That's a nice looking boot. Let me look at it. Oh, y'all like that. They got the leather with the buttons on it. Y'all like that. Nick, you got some great videos. I want your channel to go big. I shared your video when you was speaking on earlier in July, speaking on old boy DB. How he called you out your name and all that. That was messed up. Sorry to hear that. I am very sorry to hear that. I'm gonna share. If anybody wants to come on tonight that I know, you can. If I don't know you, can't come on. Period. Because there's too many stalkers out here. Stalkerville on YouTube. Well, I have a quick testimony I would like to share. real quick. This testimony's gonna be real quick. Oh, you saw that video? Yeah, yeah, man. My channel is slowed down to a turtle speed. Whole channel slowed down. A brother trying to get monetized, and they hate it. They're like, no, we cannot have this guy getting monetized because he's gonna give back too much. We can't have him giving to the poor, the needy, giving to targeted individuals. We can't have that. So they try to slow me down, you know. Share it, King. What you want me to share? Oh, my testimony. Yeah, you have really great videos. Nikki Nicole talks. Anybody in here needs to subscribe except for the perps because I know there's some perps in here. If you ain't a perp, put a comment in the chat. You ain't a perp, put a comment in the chat. Man, my boy, man, they jumping down on Ti show, and they jumping down on Ti show, trying to hit him with honey pots. I wish he was on tonight. Let me see what else. But yeah, man, you know what it is. Y'all know, perps, you know what it is. I wish you, man, I got the moderators ready for you too. I can't wait till you put something crazy in the chat so you can get blocked. I know that's horrible. They just, hold on. She said, I know that's horrible. They just need to let us make some money. For real, man. Let our brother live, man. Real. I don't never want to let a brother live. They don't want us to build a community. They can't stop us from building a community, though, if people just keep it real, quit faking. They will be faking on YouTube. Show the support, man. Like, share, subscribe, man. It ain't gonna cost you nothing to hit that subscribe button, to hit that like button. So make sure y'all hitting that like button. It ain't gonna cost you a dime. Nothing. Do you hear me? So my quick testimony for Testimony Tuesday. And then I'll open the show up to people I know that want to get on and share what they've been going through this week with gang stalking. Let me talk about my gang stalking this week. Well, the perps are going to be perps. So it's per usual. They're sellouts. They have to do what they have to do because they sold the soul. They signed the contract. That's on them. I ain't got nothing to do with it. But I gets off the bus today, and you would not believe what happened. Man, this girl came out of nowhere. She was like, "Are you G-Rock?" I was like, "Yeah, what's up? Well, I got my mask on and everything. How you know it's me?" I gotta get one of them shirts, man. I gotta get one of them shirts. I was like, okay, that's what's up. Are you sure you ain't know? Are you a gang stalker? How you? Well, I ain't never seen you on the channel. What's your name on there? Something about KC Webbs or something like that. I don't know. I never. I mean, I think I remember her, but you know, personally watching the channel, so they can always recite what's on the channel. So that don't make you not a perp. So that wasn't very convincing. And it was just amazes me how they sending perps to act as targeted individuals to get close to you. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I am not famous. You don't need to be coming up to me talking about what's up. Hey, are you G-Rock? And you just happen to be on the same bus as me. Come on, man. You ain't never talked to me before, reached out to me and said you was in Kansas City or nothing. All of a sudden you saying, hey, G-Rock. That is a straight gang stalker, man. And I don't care if you hear me talking, you can unsubscribe too. That's what I think anyway. She a straight gang stalker. No, she couldn't be no honeypot because she was all out of order. That is, oh no. I don't mean to talk about nobody, but no. If that's the honeypots y'all setting out, man, yeah, the budget must be going low. Y'all must be running on fumes because, man, come on, man. Who falling for that? Nobody. She was She was so yeah, you heard her. She was so enthusiastic too, shaking my head. I mean, if she was a real TI man, she said they killed a couple of her people and stuff, man. If she a real target individual, I apologize, but you gotta have some more proof than that, honey, baby, boo boo. Cause I ain't going for it. What you go? Would you? Oh, you can come over to. What she say? You can come over to my house. I got a house over on 16th or whatever. Girl, I'm gonna be right here in this tent, freezing. I would rather freeze than to be over there with these ninjas. I said ninjas. Now I kept it clean. I kept it clean. Hey, phenomenal. What up? What up? I will be sharing that link for somebody else that wants to share their testimony too. Now, see, testimony. See, my idea of Testimony Tuesday is just experience, sharing your experiences that you got going on with gang stalking. You ain't really got to tell your personal life stories if you want to. I wouldn't because it's personal here. I would definitely not be divulging no future plans on here or none of that. But me, as far as the gang stalking goes, for me, that happened to me today. And then of course I found out who's behind my gang stalking. So I'm about to be doing a crazy, crazy video on that. It's gonna be beautiful, cinematic. I'm gonna pour my whole heart out into it. Because when you actually find out who's behind your gang stalking and the purpose of your gang stalking, you get angry at first, but then it's something comes over you. For me anyway, something came over me and it was like, wow, man, you really would do this to me. Like, you really would put me in this program, man, for your own selfish needs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really about to get me with a honey pot and get some insurance money. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, man. If y'all haven't checked out that MIB.com underwriters, it see if anybody got insurance on you. Make sure you check that website out. It's called MIB.com. Check it out. You'll get your results back in about 10 days via mail. Check that website out. If you're a real targeted individual, you should be all over. See. So let's see. We got phenomenal in the building, Michelle, strength and God. And that's about it. 3 people. If you're a real target individual, put a comment in the chat, man. What up? What up? What up tonight? Real targeted individuals only. Please and thank you. Sheesh. Is it too much to ask? Is it too much to ask? I'm blessed though. I'm blessed though, cause I'll be in the tent and I'll be cool. I'll be content with myself. I pray and you know I relax. Worry about no. I've been sending they little gang stalkers. Anybody worry about them people? Let me post this link for anybody to come on tonight. Except for gang stalkers with people I don't know. What's up to everybody in the chat? Real targets. Put something in the chat. All right. So what else? Talk about Testimony Tuesday. Okay. So let's see. That gang stalking episode popped up. Yeah. So I guess they still the gang stalkers is pretty much still thinking a brother going for that. Oh, you a targeted individual skit, and let's cheat. I mean, are these people small brain or what? Like, I'm not going for that, bro. I'm not going for it. I'm not going for it. And you snore a lot. But why you airing me out on live TV, bro? Dang, it's live. You snore a lot. That brother need to get some rest. Let that man rest. Yeah, talking, take all the energy out you. That tactic is old. That tactic old. She said, and it gets cold intense. I've been camping a couple times and ONG. It's all good. You gotta be a soldier, man. You be soldiers out here. But I shared that link. Well, that's pretty much it, man. They've been sending their little agents up here to the library to watch a brother do nothing. I know that's so boring. It has to be boring. I do literally nothing all day but try to further the Most High's kingdom, build my channel, build my ministry. That's all I do, man. Ask strengthen y'all. I don't do nothing. They won't strengthen y'all out the picture so bad. Just so I can go be with a honeypot. Not happening. Not happening. You feel me? It's not happening. hmm The link is in the chat. Hey, mods in chat. Moderators in chat. Okay. But anyway, I put the link up earlier for people to come on tonight. I guess nobody wants to come on tonight, man. They trying to give me the boot, shaking my head. They gonna try to use my ish. Oh, you feeling real comical tonight, Strengthen, y'all. You feeling real comical. I like that. I'm feeling real comical too. They really try to run a honey. Man, if y'all don't get that, man, y'all think that tactic works? Person to pretend to be a target individual pop up out of nowhere and it's like you're supposed to be friends and stuff. I don't even know you, man. I mean, that's a weak tactic. I know that. Let's see. I will not be divulging no information for the perps tonight. Let's see what else I want to talk about. I think I pocket down. YouTube streets. Sharon has a murderer after me now. Going to take a break. Okay. That's messed up.
I'm so drunk. How can I?
That's messed up. That's messed up. You know. Got a little bit of street theater going on right now. Gotta love that, right? Let me join. Hey, you go to street theater? Let me do some street theater. Look, do some street theater with you. She ain't never letting go of that booty. For real. But let's see. Documentary's going pretty good. I'm taking my time with it because I do not want it to be cheesy. Do not want it to be cheesy, low budget. Well, of course it's low budget. You know what I'm saying? It's poverty. You feel me? But but it's not gonna. It's not. I don't think it's gonna look low budget. It's gonna be. It's pretty awesome. Like I said, man. I shed a tear writing my own voiceover. It was crazy, man.
I'm black.
And you know, when you feel so much pain going through this program, that's street theater. Y'all don't pay it no attention.
On me.
Pay it.
Period. Wow.
All praise to the Most High.
Wow. Damn.
What's up, fam? Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that street theater in the background?
Nigga, wow, black.
It don't look low budget. I know. He said, "Oh yeah, right." Caught me a fresh self-defense weapon today. Hopefully y'all getting y'all self-defense together.
I've been drinking blah 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 blah.
That's street theater. I'm about to move away from this little clown.
You drink a little wine.
Yeah, clown.
Damn, wow.
All right, let me move away from this cat before I say something I don't want to say.
Exactly.
Yeah, clown. Okay. That's all you gotta do is move away from the effery. You can clown by yourself. Now you come back over here by me, I'm gonna say something to you now. I'll probably have to put this phone down. Let him be what he gonna do. Oh, we got somebody in the chat. We got one in the chat. Oh, this is the first. Well, it's the second time. I gotta bring on a special guest. Welcome to Testimony Tuesday.
I got a testimony. I got to testify. How you doing?
I am blessed and highly favored.
That's right. That's right. I said, let me pop in here. It took forever for me to get on. I don't know what I was doing wrong, but I said I'll jump in here, just speak and say hello. I don't want you to think I'm a perp. They still are pictures and profiles and stuff sometimes.
Yeah, I'm on. I could turn the camera on. I'm just dark out here.
Oh,
I ain't scared to turn the camera on. I ain't doing nothing. I'm
nice. I
chilling.
believe you.
Yeah, y'all want to see the street theater? Hold on, where is he at? Where? Hold on. He over there on that bus stop. Hold on.
Let me
I had
see.
to go up the street. There you go. There you go. See him?
A little bit. Yeah. He
Yeah,
got
the
on. What
clown.
he
Let me
got
get
on?
closer. Let
Hold
me
on.
get
Yeah,
closer.
because I'm on my phone. Let me turn on
He's
my
he over here. That's Clown Central. That's Comedy Central, Clown Central over there.
Oh my
But it's
God.
blessed to see you, man. It's really blessed to see you. I love your channel. You have a great channel. You know what I'm saying? Be sure to put your channel in the comment section so everybody can jump over and subscribe to it. You got a lot of knowledge. You're very humble
Well,
and
thank
you're very brave. I seen you getting stalked on camera the other day. That's crazy.
That was crazy. It kind of freaked me out because I'm looking around. We always stay on our toes. I do at least, paying attention to my surroundings and everything. And I was getting my car serviced and I happened to look up and the man is standing behind. When you get your car serviced, it's like you pull your car in and drop it off and then you go inside and they take it into the garage or whatever. And he's standing behind his truck. That was so freaking creepy. And then this guy he was
Hmm.
sitting behind me. I'm like, all this open space, and you sit right behind that. I'm like, what is that about? They just have to.
He's sitting there. He's sitting there just like this, looking right at you with his phone. Like,
Yes,
man, them people, man, them people crazy,
crazy,
man.
crazy. I like,
They lost it
what did you cannot be getting paid that much to be stalking people, and
for
doing all that.
real.
You really have given over yourself. So. But yeah, and then I had went and I watched. I don't know if it shows you. Sometimes it shows me who subscribed. So I had subscribed to your channel because I'm like,
Thank you.
yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Uh, I don't understand what's going on. Why they won't allow our channels to grow? I mean, and you be so close. I think you were. I can't recall the man you were talking about. I think he's in New York. He has almost 1,000, and he with the cane.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know.
yeah. Nigel Nicholson.
Yeah, and I mean, like people like that like really need. I mean, they do. They keep us like at our bare minimum. You know, everybody, I feel is on different levels of gang stalking. Um, but they don't want you to increase at all. And that's sad that I'm sure he needs that extra support. But I don't.
Hmm.
Yeah. I don't know if you noticed, there has been changes on YouTube where they actually will put commercials on your videos without you. Yes. Listen, yes. Go and look at some of your old videos and check it out and see because I have went back to some old videos I had. I'm like, commercials? I'm not even monetized. I don't have that many because I think you have to have 1,000 to get
Right.
monetized. Yeah.
How
So
many you got?
like 469, 70, but they keep
That's good.
flipping the numbers. They keep flipping.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
like you can't climb. But yeah, they put commercials on people's videos, and I did a video about it too. And they're gonna get paid. YouTube is gonna get paid off of you, and they haven't even allowed you to get monetized yet.
They ain't gonna pay me no money. That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? That's yeah. So I'm just like, and I tried to bring that awareness to people that are TIs because are chosen people, depending on how you want to define yourself. Because I know a lot of them. I'm not. I don't have that many subscribers. I'm a real TI. I hear that a lot in the community. Or
Hmm.
I'm not making money, but that's not thinking wise as a TI. You know what I'm saying? You
Right,
should be
right.
trying to better yourself and try to find ways to build your, because some people, they can't go and work in a job or something because they get heavily gang stalked, you
I
know?
know.
Yeah. So it just really depends. So I want us to get away from that stigma about or it's almost like, I don't know if you remember back in the day when like rappers or the Bloods and the Crip. I'm a real blood art. You know, that's how they show how hard they were because they were so destitute or they were so hard or you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm seeing that in the community where you see a lot of TIs or they say because I don't have that many subscribers or because I don't make money or I don't get donations, I'm a real TI. That makes no sense.
No,
Okay.
don't.
So yeah, I just wanted to hop on here and say I peeped you out and everything and
Yeah,
important.
but what's crazy is they suppressing our channel, but then you got other people pretending to be targeted individuals. We ain't gotta say no names, but you know who we talking about. And they got
Mm-hmm.
all these subscribers. They get monetized and they giving no money back to the target individual community. All the target individuals supporting it and they channel. They liking all their videos. They sharing all their videos. They subscribing every time they get unsubscribed. They re-subscribe back. You know what I'm saying? And these people are fakes.
Mm-hmm.
You know who I'm talking about.
I think I was on his channel last week because my name had came up and I'm like, look here, I'm not in with the beef and all that. Y'all can keep all that. I'm trying to make it. I ain't got time for all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to clear my name up. We're not gonna play with that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I know. I think I know who you're talking about. And
Yeah.
uh-huh.
I've been
Uh-huh.
unsubscribed from his channel.
Oh, okay,
I
yeah.
don't, I don't deal. I do not deal. I do not like fake people. I do
Mm-hmm.
not deal. For real,
Right.
man. But
Mm-hmm.
I just be having this testimony Tuesday. Don't nobody ever want to come on. So I'm so thankful you came. Uh-oh, you got another subscriber.
Oh, did I? Okay,
Yep.
yay. Thank you. That's what's up.
Oh, she said the name. I ain't say the name.
What the what's oh
Mm-hmm.
I missed that one. I missed that.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said the name.
I instantly unsubscribe.
Oh,
Mm-mm. But yeah, I'll try to do this every Tuesday so that if it's somebody out there feeling alone or they just want to get something off their chest with the program is going on, they can
mm-hmm.
come here and just talk about it. We can talk about it together and try to bring back solutions or whatever to the issue. A lot of
Yeah,
these fake target individuals always talk about Gangstalking, they never talk about the solution.
exactly. And we
Never.
definitely need to have I mean, we need to be developing a plan. And that's one of the things that I really want to do. I mean, even if we got trailers or something together, caravans,
Mm-hmm.
um, what are they called? Mobile home, not mobile homes, but you can drive them. I can't think of the names of them right
Are
now.
you talking about them campers?
Yeah, something like
Them
that.
campers, yeah. Like
Yeah,
that would be cool. I could be off in the camper right now, building my
yeah.
channel to get monetized so I can make money off YouTube and give back.
And see, I was thinking like if we had three, I'm talking about the ones that you can drive away because I don't want the ones you have to hook up to something and then get it pulled by a truck or something. You need to be
Mm-hmm.
get in from the back if you're in the back of the camper to get in the car. I mean, not the car, but the cab and drive. You know what I'm saying? But if
Yup.
they like three of those, and then you can start. It has to be a vetting process to really find out who's a TI, so that you can get people into these campers. Even if you start off like with two or one, and had maybe three people in it,
Mm-hmm.
like three. And I think it would still need to be separated. Like men have their own campers. If there's, what I'm saying, it has to be a
Right.
way to do certain things to build up before you start intermingling folks, and because it's enough
And that
drama.
way, and that way, if somebody want to get a job, it'll always be a person there. You know what I'm saying? All right, you working day shift, I'm working night shift. You know what I'm saying? All right, you working mid shift. Somebody always be there to prevent them
Right,
people coming up in your crib. You know what I'm saying? Have a
right,
dog on deck, have camera set up or whatever, and have a
Exactly.
little community to watch each other's back instead of
Watch it. I
being
mean,
all alone.
walkie-talkies and all, even if you don't have a cell phone, because walkie-talkies can go, you can get some that go, a
Yep,
little distance.
we got a
Instead of
perp on
moving
premises. He's wearing red again.
for
Same
real,
guy
for
from last
real.
week.
I mean, it sounds like, kind of funny, but for real, because, and then be able to move it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because I wanted to get one a while back, and I was looking like certain places you can park for free. You don't have to go to those RV camps. Like you can park at Walmarts and different places that allow you to park for free, empty your water tanks. And, I've been doing some research like that. And that's what we need to do, is start getting people who really want to build a community, even if it's slow,
Mm-hmm.
but start to do something, because this economy, everything is collapsing. I see it, on the regular, and within my job. And luckily I don't have to be around people all the time. But I'm like, people don't see what's going on. People just walking like blissfully, like nothing's happening, nothing's changing in this world.
Right. They crazy. The shelves is drying up. I went into CVS the other day. Dry. Ain't no meat. Ain't no food in there. It's barely drinks in there. I'm like, man. And it's right
Yeah.
before our eyes. Like it's about to pop off.
Yes.
Watch.
Yeah, of course. And they're intentionally causing a famine, ordering farmers to slaughter the cows or whatever. If you're a meat eater, the prices are definitely going up.
Mm-hmm.
So I went in because I eat meat every now and again because I was vegan for like 3 years, but I went in to get a pack of meat. It was like $13 for a small pack. I said, I know you're lying. It's crazy. And see, people don't understand, coming together is going to make you stronger than being out here separated. So a vetting
Right.
system needs to happen.
Because like you said, when it collapsed, then what?
Then what? Yeah, you're
You got
running
to fend for
around.
yourself.
You're right.
And to be honest, people probably look down on me because I'm in my situation or whatever, but I kind of got a head start on it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
To be honest.
To be honest, I mentioned that before to that person that I had to go off on because I thought he was a real legit TIDB, and I thought he was homeless from what he made it seem like, and
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, to me, the ones that are homeless and all that are the strongest right about now, because you're dealing with the elements. You're dealing with you can't just like come in a apartment or a house or something and just get a little piece, even though they're watching regardless. But you know what I'm saying? A little
Mm-hmm.
sanctuary, because they might kick your tent, or
Boy,
you
they
just
kick my tent. Boy, it's gonna be problems.
I
Boy,
just
boy, oh man,
we had
nigga.
little plane dates.
Man,
I've had
look,
plane dates before,
man,
but
I don't care
but
what's going on, bro. Man, hold on. Oh man. Whoa, all praise to the
yeah,
most high, all praise to the most high. I'm on.
that is so
Boy,
funny.
you whoo. Ooh.
But yeah,
Mm.
um, I think people that are definitely having to be out there in the elements are stronger, as far as they're picking up their survival skills. I said a comment that I went camping a couple of times, and if you have never went camping, you don't understand how cold it gets, especially early in the morning. Oh my gosh! So the elements are
Yeah. But what's crazy what I'm starting to learn though is that you know how your breath, I don't even wear put my mask on, your breath will keep you warm inside that sleeping bag.
mm-hmm.
Know what I'm saying? Like when
Oh
you
yeah,
breathing in and out, all that warm air stays stuck in that sleeping bag, man. You be warm. I'll be in there a little cozy or whatever. You know,
yeah.
I'll be
Like
all right. It be cool.
the gear you got on. I don't know. I seen they had some at Walmart that are like they keep you warm. They help keep you warm. I don't know if you've seen that before. It's like back in the day they used to have long johns. So if you got some stuff,
Mm-hmm.
you can get stuff
You talking
like
about
that.
them walls? You talking about like them overalls, coveralls?
They go under your clothes, but
Oh,
they're specialized to keep moisture off of you, because moisture can cause hypothermia, you know, if you get too cold. But I seen it at Walmart a few years ago. So I'm just saying, check that out if you can. But it looks like long johns are that body armor, something like that. So
It's made to like to retain the heat or something.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking about getting a little stove or something. Throw off on there.
Oh yeah, you gotta be careful though. I mean, I've researched all this stuff, and the thing is, with women being out here, it I mean, we really need to come together so we can get the men around us, because it even says that in the Bible, you know, in the end times, women gonna be clinging to men because it's gonna get wild out here, you know.
Want
Right
to
now.
welcome Deborah Jackson to the Testimony Tuesday.
Hello,
Hello,
Testimony.
Deborah.
everyone. Shalom.
Shalom. Kwam
Hello
Yasharala.
to my favorite people. I love you guys.
Oh,
Love you too. You know it's
I
all
want
love. That's my sister right there.
to
Slide, boy. I'll come up out.
make me cry. Stop.
Promise you.
Oh my goodness, you guys. I didn't realize I was going to be able to do this because I'm not real in that, what do you call it? Computer technology stuff like y'all young people are. But I'm getting there by the help of my grandchildren. So,
I'm not
and
young, honey. I'm with you with that.
you are, what did you say?
I said I'm not young. I'll be struggling sometimes too with that.
Well, honey, you look young. You look young.
Girl.
You do.
Thank you. Thank you.
Shalom.
It's such a blessing to be on here, G-Rock.
It's a blessing to have you.
Yes, whenever you want me to talk, I'm gonna wait till the young lady gets done, and I'll just sit here and be quiet.
Oh, you
no,
good.
you can
We
go ahead.
chilling.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can get
Okay.
off. I was just wanting
Whenever
to
she
see.
wanted, yeah.
Okay, I would come out into the light more, but I'm telling you, I had a beat up day with all these grandkids. I have 11 of them, but I'm usually with 4 of them.
Oh wow, that's a
And
blessing.
yeah, and I take them to school and pick them up. You know, I do a lot for my daughter. I got 3 kids and 11 grandkids, so you know, I'm busy with them. Besides these
So,
perks and stalkers and stuff, you know.
hold on, let me put it up for you. It's still a no perp zone. You hear me? Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, I want to say, G-Rock and everyone, that I am thankful to the Most High Yah that I have found your channel. All praise and glory to His name. Hallelujah.
All
Thank you.
praises and honor and
Thank
glory to
you,
the
Father.
Father.
Hallelujah. And I am, and this is no joke. I'm telling you, I sound like Cynthia a little bit when I say this because bless her heart. And I know she cried, and you
Yeah.
know she said she's alone and stuff. And I felt her plight. I felt that. And my thing is, I like to start. I just want to go back a little bit when I was younger. I'm not going to go back into my childhood and all that, G-Rock. But it starts a little bit there to bring it up to here. A little bit when I was younger. I'm not going to go back into my childhood.
You got the floor. You good.
Okay. Now when I was young, you know, my father, my dad, you know, he was very abusive to my mother. And later I found out that, you know, he was in the American Legion. So, you know, part of that Freemason stuff and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, he was just so mean to her. You know, he worked a job every weekend, he drink, get crazy, you know, and then time came when he had passed. But before he had passed, and to say this, you know, the man was so evil to my mom that, I mean, he treated us kids right, but he was so evil to my mom. And that one day he was laying in the bed and he was smoking a cigarette. And the fire made like a, what do you call it? A frame of his body. It burnt all the way around his body, did not touch him. But it just made like, if you was to lift him up, it's this whole print.
Wow.
That's how the fire was, right? So, you know, I'm looking at things like this, you know, and And by him being so mean to my mom and stuff and evil. And then when he passed, I noticed when I went to the funeral, I didn't cry. I didn't hate him, but I didn't cry. And to this day, I still can't cry. So, I don't know much about all this Freemason stuff and, Eastern stars and all that at that age.
Mm.
But as I kept growing up and stuff, and then my mom, at the time she had 3 kids, and then she had two more kids, and my sister right after me. I'm the third oldest, and
Mm-hmm.
so my sister's dad would come over, and she was like a baby in the crib, and he would just sit there and he sit there, and then the next move, he started screaming. So everybody's looking at him like, "What in the world is going on with you, man?" So he screams out, "She's a black cat. She's a black cat." Okay, so we don't even know what he's talking about, right?
What?
So he gets up and runs out of the house. Okay, I'm just going through different fragments. Okay, so as you know, nobody really thought of nothing about that. But my mom back then was kind of into Ouija board and and astrology, and later on
Mm.
tarot cards, and these things bring demons, of which we didn't know till later. Okay, so as we get older, and my sister, she's the fourth oldest. I caught all kind of hell from her growing up. She was always mean to me. She would lie, and I get in trouble and this and that. Okay, all right. So take it from childhood into adulthood. She was so mean. She was still mean. She still treated me mean. There's times, I asked her for something to wear, something to go out. No, I can't. I can't. No, you just go. Okay, she was the type that would go in the store and boost clothes and stuff. That's how she got a lot of her stuff, and eventually start selling big drugs. But at the time, she was, just boosting. And so I finally gave in, and I said, okay, well, okay, I'll go to the store. And I was always the type, I didn't want to get in no trouble. I want to keep my record clean. I did, but I said, okay, she talked me into it. Okay, everything she did was just evil towards me. So when we get in the store, this is Venture's store, and okay, I'm scared. I ain't never done this stuff. Didn't want to do it. I said, well, okay, maybe I'll get away with it. I don't want to get in trouble by my mom and all this and that. Okay, so I'm trying to stuff some pants into my shirt and stuff, right? I don't know how to do this stuff. This wasn't
Mm-hmm.
me. So next thing I know, I turn to the right, and it's the opening of the door where you go in and out. And I see her stand up there talking to the security guard. So the next thing I know, I didn't really pay no attention to it. Next thing I know, I see him coming around the corner, and he approached me, and he said, "Do you have something, ours?" And all I could do is my mouth just dropped because I never been through this, right? And I said, yeah, like a doggy, right? But they would have
Mm.
found out anyway. I didn't know what to do. So he said, well, someone was telling me that you were stealing some of our items, our property.
What?
Yes. And he described them when I already had seen her. So that was one incident with her. Okay. So then when we get grown, this child, I tell you, people can be so evil. And so we were all grown, and we were meeting guys. Let me go back a little. My mom always took us to church. My mom taught us a lot of stuff about the Black Panthers. About some of the professors, the African professors used to come over. So we met a lot of people, a lot of different history and stuff, right? And she read the Bible to us when we was young, and we, was going to church. And then all of a sudden they stopped going. I was going. I was like a fanatic. I really loved church. I was really into this Christian stuff. Until I got about 18, 19, I met my husband. And then, things didn't go right there. So, I started going out. I was trying school and all this kind of stuff. Okay, so, when I okay, when I was going out and stuff, well, me and all my sisters and stuff, we could go out. And she met this man. He was from Chicago. I'm in the Midwest. I'm in Illinois. I'm from Iowa, but I'm in Illinois, and small part of Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
And so she met this man, and we thought he was really cool when she met him and stuff. Okay, so time went by, and we found out that this man was a warlock, right? So
Oh.
evil begots evil. Evil will draw evil, right? And
Mm.
as time went by, I became a very spiritual person. I came out the streets, and I was very promiscuous. I was, all that. It's part of my testimony. I don't hide anything. So, I got back in church. God was pulling me back, and before I got all the way back, this woman would constantly stay at me, and she started doing witchcraft with him, and my life went downhill. Every apartment I got when I lived in my hometown, it seemed like I was kicked out every time. It seemed like every time I left out, there was a rat or something. My house was clean. I don't even know where this thing came from, but every time I moved, and the reason why, she would always come after she would leave, something would go wrong. And so I was telling my mom, and then one time I lived across the street from her, and she sent her son over. He asked, could he use the bathroom? And I said, yeah, go ahead. So then my mom looked at me. She said, well, they got a bathroom at home. I said, I don't know. So she said, okay. So he left. He went and used the bathroom, left. And so my mom sent my son up there to, look at the bathroom, see if everything's all right. So keep in mind, my mom was, kind of spiritual. She kind of had that discernment. And I was kind of new to a lot of stuff. I had
This is
these gifts, but I
crazy.
didn't know anything about them or how to use them, because I could see things when I was young. And I could tell things in people. And so he went up there, and he came back down. He said, Mom, he said, the register is pulled out from the wall. I said, what do you mean? He said, and there's some aluminum foil that was sitting in there. I said, what? And he said, yeah, there's some like powder like stuff that's in some of it and some sprinkled in there. So I went up there and looked, and I brought it down to my mom, and she said, that looks weird. So, I went to our pastor, and I was telling him, and he said, that's voodoo. He said, that's voodoo in your bathroom. I said, oh, wow. So, this and that. So then another incident, she come when I moved to another part that's not far from my hometown. And she came down there. She went to my basement. I don't know what she was doing in my basement with this man. And I was naive to all this stuff. So the next, after she left, this is where this black cat started coming in. So after she left, this black cat would show up on my porch. This happened every time she leave my house. This woman, and they was in some deep stuff, I'm telling you. I can't give the whole testimony because I don't want to take this whole night. But
Wow.
yeah, this was happening with her. So she was always doing something to me, preventing me from jobs, and then, okay, so I said, I'm going to get back in church because all this stuff is happening. It's crazy, and I love church. I was really into church. So God eventually brought me out of the street, going out all the time and stuff. So then, I got so deep into God that I was reading my Bible 8 hours a day for I don't know how many months. I mean, I was in it fasting. I was doing all kind of stuff for the Lord at that time, And I got, he gave me an anointing that was so strong and powerful, and I didn't know it. And so pastor mine came and said, the things that you're doing and you're showing your fruits. He said, I think you should, be really getting into pastoring and, being an evangelist. So I said, well, I'm going to pray about it, this and that, blah, blah, blah. So, because I've been to many churches, went from Baptist to non-denomination. I went
Me
to
too.
everyone you could think of.
Me
And I
too.
ended up, I think, with the Pentecostal. But I want to say before I say anything else, you know what? We might have been Christians and been in those churches, those buildings, but think about what you came out with.
That's right.
Because when I was there, I learned a lot. And I believe Yah allowed me to go through there to get what I have to this day. And I was blind about a lot of things. But when he started using me, and I didn't think he was going, all I wanted was him. And I didn't know he was going to give me gifts. I didn't know he was going to use me, speaking in tongues, healing, deliverance, and, and all this kind of stuff. So the churches that I did attend seemed to get jealous of the gifts I had. So they really didn't want to use it, but they knew it was there. And a lot of times they didn't want testimony service. They didn't want a lot of things like that. Okay, so I'm like, okay. So I'm like going to the next church, and then God told me, but just, your ministry is for the church. I mean, for the streets. So I went to the streets. I went on corners. I preached in there and parking lots of grocery stores. And then I went, and then after I did that, I end up homeless on various occasions. And my brother would start calling me the bag lady. And I mean, everybody just seemed to start tripping on me in the family. When I was having my kids, they didn't want to come up to the hospital, to even see me, have the baby or see the baby. I was going through a whole lot. The husband I had, he was missing. And we had people following us all the way down to North Carolina. And my daughter said, Mom, them people is up there. So many things is happening so fast. And before that, I had, I decided, okay, I was in the shelters, and God used me more in the shelters and on the streets than He did in the church. So when I
Yep.
did, yeah, you know what I mean.
The
So
meek will inherit the earth.
amen, hallelujah. And
Mm-hmm.
so I decided to open a church. And that's a no-no, because you can't let people push you into something. And I think that's kind of what I did. And I felt I was out of order. So when I opened this church up, it was, it was going, I mean, it was really going, And my sister found out that I had got my license. So what happened? So when I had went back to church, she kind of got in church because I did. And so she found out I got these licenses and all this kind of stuff. So she went around looking for someone to give her an evangelist license. So she couldn't find nobody to do that. So she met this man from out of town who had a theology degree and don't know nothing about the Holy Spirit, don't know nothing about preaching. So they end up getting married. So this other pastor's a cousin of hers, gave her her license. So since she had money, keep in mind, from all these big drugs and daycares that she opened up and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so she found out I got this little church starting out inside another building. So she comes through, she talks to the people and get me kicked out because she has this clout. Okay, fine. I'll go somewhere else. I go to another smaller place, in the same state. And that's when God spoke to me. And He said, no. He said, I want you to close that church. And I felt, that God wanted me to be married. And I was feeling that strong. Even before I opened, I felt that, that the man is the head. And so,
Mm-hmm.
all right.
Mm-hmm. Now we talking.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but see, sometimes we might think we know a lot, but then He still has, we're still learning every day. Every day. And I'm glad, I am so thankful to y'all for opening my eyes up to a lot of things. And when I was obedient, I closed that church. I didn't care what people thought. I said, okay, God, you told me, you only got to tell me one time. So I did. And I felt blessed. And so I was also having problems with my children. And during these times, this sister of mine was trying to infiltrate wickedness in them and trying to take over them. But even though I had them baptized and, they was in church and stuff like that, well, every time I leave town, she would try to take over. She'd take advantage of them. So I felt my kids drawing away from me, and everything was happening all at once. And my mom, she had got sick. And I believe my sister caused that. There's a whole bunch of wickedness there. So my mom ended up passing. She suffered really bad. And that took a toll on me. So then, I end up, me and my daughters was leaving out of town, going to different shelters. But somehow she'd always find out where we were.
I'm about to get on here. Go ahead. Keep talking.
Okay, so the next part, my daughter had got a trailer. And she had been messing with my family. I stopped messing even with my other sisters and them because they became so wicked because of her. So then they got their clutches into my daughter. And my other one, my sister sent a man that's related to her and got his clutches in her. So all this witchcraft was going on. And they had my son a long time ago. So keep in mind, I'm like by myself now. So I'm going up against all of them. And I'm telling people in the community, yeah, she's a witch. How she's in, I don't care, because you don't do that. I'm going to tell it. I'm going to let the truth be known. So she hated me for that. So she tried to do a lot of things, cause accidents, cause all kind of things, right? So there one time I was at my daughter's house. She lived in a trailer, and she had all my relatives running in and out. And so I was on the phone with the bishop at the time, and we were praying. They had me praying because my prayers are so strong. They said, you got to pray, praise God. So I prayed. And after I got off that phone, I was already wired up, right? So then this black cat jumped on the porch. So I'm in my little GMC looking at it. And I said, not today. This is not today. You got the right woman of God today. So this cat looked at me, stared me in the eye. I stared him back. I got to praying. I got to saying my words towards this cat. This cat looked at me. His head went down. His right paw went up. And he acted like he wanted to go left. That sucker shot off the other way. And I said, Sharina, don't you ever come back here. And that's my sister's name, because I knew it was her. Because to this day, everything that don't happen in a while, they always run the other way. And so, Yah has given me such a powerful anointing that in these shelters, G-Rock and everyone, he used me to bring a woman back to life. I never in my life thought he would do that. When I seen that, my eyes got big. This woman had blood all over. She was gone. The ambulance thing, it's like he kept the ambulance away for I don't know how long. And all these women was in there screaming and hollering. But they got to praying with me. And so all of a sudden I said, God, she shall not die, but live to declare the works of Yah. But at that time I was saying God.
I'm not gonna sit down.
And so this woman came back to life. And then he used me to bring deliver to this woman. She was scared of her husband in his shelter. And she said he was a warlock. And I said, okay. And she said, God told me to tell you to pray with me. And I said, okay. And I said, well, I want to ask you, do you have faith? She said, yes, I got faith. I said, okay, I'm going to pray for you. Pray with you. So he told me put one hand on her forehead, one hand on her stomach. She was big, pregnant, about to have a baby. And I said, let me tell you this. I said, he might know where you're at and you might be afraid of him, but I'm not. I said, because greater than he that is in me than he that is in the world. And we're going to do this. So we prayed. I prayed that woman almost under a table. She kept saying, oh, God. God said, keep praying. All of a sudden, I know this green stuff came up by. It was all in her hand. There was this little brown thing, looked like a branch from off of a tree. And he said, that's the root. He said, she is free. So she said, oh my gosh. She said, I feel like something just let out of me. I said, you're free now. She said, well, what should I do? Should I leave my husband? I said, that's not for me to tell you to do. I said, you need to go to God. You need to pray to God and ask what he wants you to do. I'm just his vessel that God used. So this woman that I always prayed with, and we read the Bible together, this other woman, everybody was standing around there looking. And this woman says, the same woman with the one I read the Bible with, oh, no, she's a witch. So I said, really? I said, I thought the word of God said that you knew the word God said that Satan cannot cast out Satan. So what do you think this is here? And that little old woman got on her and she says, a little woman, and she said, no. She said, baby, that woman is anointed. She said, you need to get your hand off of God's anointed and do her no harm. And she went flying the other way. And another time, it's like he just sent me to these places to help his people. Another time, this man was a mission house. And this woman, I was going up there to another place to see about my son. He was in jail. And I couldn't find, I was being tormented. I couldn't find no rest. I couldn't lay no. I went to my family's house. They deliberately make noise over me coming from out. So I kept calling around. And this lady, she opened her door and she said, come, this is a mission house. Come here and stay. And I didn't know her son had got out of prison and he came the next night. And there was rats all in the walls that you could hear him. And that used to be something that used to bother me. God took that away from me. And so I sat up in that room. And I said, God, I'm going to go to sleep. So I went to sleep. I woke up the next morning. Well, I woke up to a lot of commotion. This girl was down there screaming. This son of this lady's was fighting or whatever. So God said, "Go down there." I said, "No, God, I can't go down there." He said, "Go down there." I said, "No." You know what he did? He brought her up to me. She stood right there by my door, and there was the couple in the next room. And so all of a sudden, I open it. I go out, and I get to praying. I'm asking her, she's all right. Then I look. He was coming up the stairs, and I seen a demon in him. It was a black demon in him. And he looked at me and he was reared up and he was coming up the stairs. And I said, God said, stick your hand and say, stop in the name of Jesus.
Oh,
At that time. So I did it. He stopped dead in his tracks. And he looked. And his whole physique, everything went down.
you brother.
And God had me heal people with tell them, they was going to be healed. They go back to the doctors and all this kind of stuff. And I'm saying all this because God was preparing me for something. And there's other things, haunted houses, a lot of demonic stuff. I've had the headless man sit right down beside me on the bed.
Did you know
Take
that
it
you
away.
were being
Right
gang
to sleep.
stalked at that time?
Yeah, well, this is leading up to it. So,
Okay.
this is leading up to it. So, I even had the grab. I had all this. I had in a vision. This woman was trying to choke me out, talking about you're slaying the demons. So all this that got a little girl, which I think is, I don't know what it was. I was in another shelter. She went inside my body. God allowed this, and I prayed her out. She was haunting the place. And after I prayed her out of my body, the place wasn't haunted no more. So, okay. So God allowed me to go through all this stuff and even more. I don't have time to say it, but so much stuff that when I became gang stalked, I'm thinking that my sister and some of my family got a lot because I seen them follow me. The way I'm being gang stalked is they have their phones out. They started out just following me in the beginning, and it was like the whole town. And then it ended up right now it's the phones. But before that, okay, this is what happened. I was in Indiana. And I was at a shelter there, and I was trying to get back to North Carolina so I could work on my gospel music. Okay, so I'm in this apartment after I get out of the shelter. And I'm in this apartment, and weird stuff started happening. This cable man came, and he hooked the cable and stuff up, and he kept looking at me weird, and I don't know why he kept looking down at my private part, this young white dude. And so
What?
I'm like, yeah. So when he leaves, I'm locking doors, I'm locking everything. So I looked down to see what he was looking at, and my zipper was kind of undone a little bit, but you couldn't see nothing. Okay, so then he comes back about a half an hour later, knocks at my door. Well, I don't open it. I'm just talking to him. And he's saying this and that, this and that. I said, well, that's okay. No, I don't want that. Okay, so I just started feeling creeped out in this apartment. So then after I had this cable, okay, and I kept getting weird phone calls. And I kept seeing the imitation of animals, black imitation of animals, like coming up on my bed. So I'm praying, I said, no, I'm not afraid. God don't give us the spirit of fear.
That's right.
So I, began to pray. And as I did that, I started connecting with people in North Carolina. And there was this dude that was supposed to be doing my music when I got there. So I also hooked up with somebody off of Craigslist. This was a lady off of Craigslist. And this lady talked so well, so like she was holy, but something just I couldn't wrap my finger around it. So then, I'm telling her, okay, because she's trying to get a group together and this and that. And I'm coming back to the Carolinas. So, and something's telling me not to let her know when I get there. Okay, so I leave from Indiana. I get to the bus station. I get there. They can't find my luggage. Okay. So I don't have the numbers because the numbers, I didn't get them all on my phone, but they were all in my luggage. So I'm like, oh God, what am I going to do? Where am I going to go? I'm going to either have to try and get in a shelter or something. I don't even know what to do. I'm worried. I kind of came away from the faith. My faith got low because I was going through so much with my kids, family, You know, they left me in the hospital with vertigo, and they never came back and got me. So much was going on. So it was bothering me. So I kind of got a little upset at God.
Wow.
I'm telling you, I told God one other time on my birthday, I want to die. I don't care what you say. Take me out. I walked out the nightclub around 3 o'clock in the morning. These Africans pulled up. You know, they were saying you need. I said, I don't give a damn where you go. I don't care where I'm going. I just didn't care, and that was the wrong thing to do. I wanted to die. I said, I want to commit. I don't want to live, God. I'm the black sheep. I'm
Oh
going through
man.
stuff. People don't love me. They don't want me, and so I get in this car with them. And they're talking about history. So little by little, it's coming, you know, I'm getting a little bit better. I'm feeling better. And so they said, well, we want you to come meet our wives. So I go back there, I do that. We're talking for about an hour. I said, well, where's your wife? And they're like, oh, they're coming. I said, well, I need to go. I got to go. So when I get up, they take and throw me on a glass table. And I get raped. I barely escaped. They had plans to kill me. I heard them. So I ran down to this bus station. So that was just one thing. So it's just how the devil was attacking. So, okay, and God, and I begged God, and I asked God, I'm sorry. I said, please forgive me. And he got me out of that. So, okay, fast forward to get back up to when I went to North Carolina at the bus station. So I don't know what to do, but I see these two dudes standing there, two young dudes, and they're looking at me. And I'm thinking they're looking at me, but they really, huh?
Oh, I'm listening to you. This.
There was somebody else around him, I believe.
Oh
Oh, I'm
no,
sorry.
yeah. I'm in the
Okay.
store.
Oh, okay. So they're
No.
standing, these two young black dudes standing there looking at me, right? So I'm like, what the heck are they looking at? I'm older. What the heck they want with me? You know, in my mind, no, they can't be looking at me. So I'm looking back and forth, and they keep looking. And so next thing they come walking towards me. I'm like, oh Lord. So then they walk past me, acting like they were looking out the window. But then when they get up there, they stare at me. So I'm like, what is with these guys? So I call the shelter. By the grace of God, I get into the shelter, right? Because I don't know where I was going. So I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina. I lived there since 2000, back and forth. But I couldn't find people move, you know. And I didn't have the numbers because they was in the suitcase. So then when I get to the shelter, the cab driver says, where are you going? And I give him the address. And he says, where is this place at? I've never heard of it. I said, I don't know where it's at either, but so when he did find it, this was this huge building, it looked like an institution, right? I mean, big, and they had all kind of build, looked like a land of its own. I'm like, oh, I'm kind of scared to go in here. So, okay, so I get there. It's a gated community, so they let me through. I go in. I'm looking at people. They're all acting strange and weird. So I end up at this place 2 months in fear, in my own fear to come out. But then they was still holding me hostage. So every time I went out, this one girl that was there, we kind of became friends. But I didn't know she was targeting me. See, I didn't know all this was going on. I didn't know what it was. So every time I went out, I had these black dudes staring at me like they wanted to kill me. I mean, they were literally staring at me. I didn't know what this was. All I know is I was trying to do God's work. And I kept asking, I said, why are these people following me? And when she was in the car, they get up, they ride up, you know, by her like they wanted to hit her and stuff. But she knew what was going on. I didn't. So this woman that I met when I was in Indiana, right? I don't know how she knew I was down there. Because when I answered her call, she said, oh, you're here. And I'm like, what? I said, how'd you know that? She goes, oh, don't bother me. So I'll let you get some rest and stuff. So the next day she calls me. And she goes, well, you know, I just want to tell you, she said, what do you think about the government? She started asking me different questions, right? So I was honest with her. The next thing she said, wrong answer. Excuse me. She went off into devil mode and started saying, you don't know who I am. You don't know who I am. And so we're going back and forth. I said, well, who are you? I said, you changed. She said, you have no idea. And she said, come on out to this country and blah, blah, blah. She was threatening me. I said, don't you ever call me again. So I hung the phone. Okay, so
Mm.
the people started acting
Right.
weird in this place.
I keep getting calls that interrupt me in the chat, but I want to say I was looking down and I was reading some of the comments on here, and yeah, witchcraft is very real. And I seen Strength in Yah. He was saying how this is horrible, shaking his head. Yes, indeed. So I think it all stems has a part in gang stalking as well, witchcraft.
It
For
was.
sure.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't
For
find out till
sure.
later. See,
Yes.
but wait a minute. This is how my family turned on me. I'm down there. I find out they're all They're all warlocks. They're all witches and warlock in this place, and they're doing away with these girls. I don't know what they're doing. I know they have plans for me. So I'm down there I'm trying to call on the phone. I'm blind to everything. I didn't know what. We went to the courthouse. This man was looking at me crazy, followed me, and I'm screaming to the security guard. I'm asking the girl next that I was with, did you see how he's looking? They're not paying attention to nothing, right? So these people, okay. So I'm there and I'm telling my counselor, and I'm like, I said, these people are after me. I'm crying. My faith was low now. Keep in mind, my faith was low. I kind of was upset at God. I hadn't been reading my Bible, and they felt they was conquering me. So I'm crying like a baby. A 50-something-year-old woman was crying. Do you hear me? And we had these groups, and I'm sitting there crying, talking about these.
I am so
Oh, I
sorry.
kept
This
talking about,
dude is having a witchcraft moment right behind me
yeah,
right now.
you're right.
No,
So wait a
literally,
minute.
like right
So
now.
if I hadn't
Hold on.
lost my faith, I would have picked it up.
I gotta
But
step
see,
to the
this is what I
side.
had to do. My counselor told me when we was talking in private, and I started crying,
This
and I
nigga
was telling
tripping.
her what was happening. You know what she
Hold
told
on.
me? She said, why don't you go to the God
Look.
that you serve? And right then and there, the snot came back up the nose, the tears wiped away. I said, oh, hell to the no. I am nothing in the devil's house. I mean, everybody there was witches. But I'm telling you how God worked this thing out. I had to get back in my Bible those 2 months. I had to fast. I felt my faith. I felt my strength
Look
coming
at this
back.
dude
I
in the
came,
background.
yeah, I came back one day and
Yeah,
I
I think
felt
you need to
all
pray
the,
against finding this guy behind you because I see
yeah,
what he's doing.
yeah, huh?
That is a
No,
devil.
Deborah,
It's
look at this
demons.
guy behind G Rock. You see what he's doing?
Where I can barely see.
He
Oh, I see him sitting there, right?
no, he either has taken some strong drug to open a
No,
gateway,
no, he's
but
Oh,
sitting
yeah,
there. I ain't gonna tell that man's business, but yeah.
yeah, I see that spirit in him.
yes,
Um,
yes,
I see that spirit. You
he's
know what, G
demonic.
Rock?
yeah,
I think it's best for y'all to move away from that.
Mhm.
yeah,
He's got a demonic. He got a spirit
Yeah,
on it. He got a spirit of attack on him.
yeah,
I
yeah.
can see spirits. I'm telling you.
yeah. I seen it
I'm
too. That's
telling
why
you.
I
And
put
it's
that
not that you're
together.
afraid, but see, then that's what I also wanted to tell
Oh,
you.
I'm a
Your
warrior.
spirit,
I got that thing on me too.
you have
Look,
favor
I
with
got that
Yah.
thing on me.
Yeah, you have favor with Yah.
Y'all better get y'all one of these.
What's
No,
that? I can't. What
no.
is
Well, you
it?
hey
Y'all better
G
stop
Rock.
playing.
I live in
Targeted
Texas.
individuals. Y'all better stop playing. Get y'all one of them.
I live
Oh
in
yeah.
Texas, honey.
You know
Y'all better
what?
quit playing out here.
I'm getting ready to do my ordering
All praise to the
in the
Most High.
North
Kwam
Sea.
Yasharala, unofficial spokesman. Kwam Yasharala.
Hallelujah.
Okay?
For real. But I'm almost done. I'm almost done. But how I got out of there is my family would not help me. They knew what was going on. They wanted me dead. See, a lot of times the sacrifices, and that's what happened throughout my family because these Masons and
Oh
these
yeah.
Eastern Stars that we have in our family. But see, I'm gonna tell you something. Like I told him, I was scared, and once a God build my faith up, God, I prayed. I felt the whole heaviness of demonic at my door. They've been in my room putting witchcraft. And I'm telling you, God, just like he used Moses to split the sea, he used me to split that. I felt that thing move side to side. I went up there and I told that girl, if y'all ever bring any witchcraft, I said, I'm not afraid of none of y'all. I'm back. I said, Deborah D is back. I said, hey, I said, and I'm getting up out of this place. And God, you know what he did? He had me say, I didn't even know how much my bus ticket was. It was a right amount. He had showed me that morning, that day before, where this woman would be at, where I'd find her at to ask her for a ride. Everything he lined up. When I was throwing stuff away little by little. They didn't know what I was doing. I said, I'm getting out of here. I said, ain't nobody gonna come get me. Yeah, I might have been scared before, but I'm getting on that bus. So this woman, the other woman was telling her not to. I was watching them in the yard. So I had my backpack on my back and I was ready to go. And then so I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll wait until tomorrow. And I heard the voice loud and clear say, go now. This is like the 4th time I heard it in my life. And I sat up. I said, okay, God, I got that backpack. I got the booking. They was taking their time letting us out that gate. I seen 2 guys coming down, looked so demonic. They weren't themselves. They had to be reptilians. I kid you not. I've seen shapeshifters. I've seen them. I know. And they was come. They bypassed. They stared at me all the way out. And we had to put down. We was going to the store. That's the only way I got it. They would sit outside and wait. They knew I was trying to run. They knew I was trying to get out of there. They tried to keep me, kidnapped up in there. But then when I got to that bus station and that dude, he got in there and he said, oh man, she's getting away. So I'm telling the bus driver, I said, there's people after me. He said, ain't nobody gonna mess with you, get on that bus. There's a wicked woman standing there. She looked like she was nuts, but she still has some sense. So I'm like, okay, this woman is crazy. So I didn't know she was getting on my bus. She sits right across from me. They sent her there. She said, oh, do you believe in the devil? I said, look, let me tell you, like I tell anybody else, I said, go to hell with him. She said, no, it's like when I look at the moon, we have that kind of power. Have you read the book of Enoch? I said, but the book of Enoch is not like what you're talking about. I said, you talk about straight up witchcraft, satanic stuff. I said, if you get close to me, I would knock that demon out of you by the grace of God. I said, so you better stay your distance because I'm not playing with you.
For real.
I said, if it happened before you use me again. There's another, they was looking at me, we was on the highway. And all these construction workers turned around and looked at me at the same time. It happened everywhere I went. This dude stepped in the door.
I believe that too. You'll walk into a store, everybody looking at you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the demon.
Like you got this light on you or something.
Yes. And I'm telling
you,
when I got to my sister house, she hurried up and moved because she was part of it. And then these suckers tried to human traffic me with my grandkids twice, then me by myself. But God showed me not to go by that van. He was showing me, this is what I'm trying to tell the TIs, targeted community,
empowered individuals, targeted individuals.
Chosen one.
I'm trying
Israel, to Israelites, Israel.
Yeah.
All the above.
Listen, hallelujah. Listen to G-Rock. I'm telling you guys, please follow this man of Yah. I know people's spirit. The Bible said we can tell the spirit by the spirit. Trust me on that. You're following a true man of Yah. Let me say this.
Thank you. All praise to the Most High.
If you guys if Yah has you following a man with nothing, and the power he has on him with nothing, he is leading you to the right way. I'm telling you, we
that's nice of you.
In these people with clothes and money and all this stuff, but this man, he's humble, and God is using him. He is using him to the fullest, and he ain't done with you yet. These gang stalkers ain't seen nothing yet.
I know that's right.
They haven't. I'm telling you, G-Rod, God is using you. If he can use a humble like he used all them in the Bible. A lot of them didn't have a lot of came from nothing. I'd rather follow a man that's true in heart to the Most High Yah than somebody full of that's false prophet and everything else. Because see, I'm telling you, I can discern. You can't. I let a TI, so-called TI, come down here.
Oh no, I'm not in my business, bro.
Oh, I know you are.
I don't want no smoke.
I know you are.
I don't want no smoke.
One here,
He's talking to some guy walked up to him, Deborah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Some guy walked up
Yeah.
to him
I don't want
When?
no problems.
just now. He talking to him.
Yeah, see, you're under attack, but you are already shield, baby. You're
Oh
a shield by
no,
the
I'm
Most High.
good.
They can't do nothing.
The
They
meek
can't
shall inherit
until
that.
they see me at Walmart. And I walked up to this one in family video, right? I know when they come and they pulled up. I went outside and talked to her. I kept knocking at her window. This is about a year ago. I knocked at her window. She denied. She was in her phone so tough, trying to do what she was doing to me. And I knocked and I kept knocking. I asked her for a cigarette, even though I don't smoke. I quit about 20-some years ago. It was just an excuse. So she got scared and jumped, and she knew it was me. And she cracked the window. I said, "What you scared of?" I said, "Roll the window down. I'm not going to bother you." And so she rolled it down. I said, "What you doing?" I said, "What you doing that phone?" She said,
No,
"This is like
Deborah, you're talking, and that man is just getting more and more riled up in the back, more and more riled.
I want to.
yeah,
I
you
want
know,
to sit there. I want to sit
cut him
down.
off. And if he touches him, him or
Ooh.
y'all, he gonna be in trouble. I'm telling you.
Right.
I'm telling you, he's gonna
More
be in
than one
trouble.
way.
Yeah.
Huh?
In more than one way.
No, that's oh,
I was
but
like, I raised my eyebrows because you was talking, Deborah, and he just started just really.
oh yes, they don't like that. They're uneasy. They're
Right.
uneasy. He gonna be leaving pretty soon. Let me talk long enough. I bet you'll get up. I'm serious. Because that woman
Oh,
told me, she said
well, I
she
put you
got
on
to drop
speaker.
her
Ooh,
cigarettes and
wee.
stuff. She said, "Oh, this ain't my car." She says, "It's my husband. He's a warlock. He's the one doing that to you."
Right.
See, when they have to, they expose themselves. They
Mhm.
will tell on themselves. So if all y'all listening out there, continue listening to G-Rock and stay in the
Thank you.
Bibles, like he says, get prepared, because I'm telling you, God is about to use his people in these last wicked days. He's getting ready to give us some power that we don't even know yet. But we have to be right. We have to, like G-Rock was talking about how the women should be. We should have that attire.
Oh
We got
yeah.
to start doing all that right, because he is real, y'all. I'm telling you, he gives me so much favor. He gives me favor. Like if I can't find nothing in the house, I'll go right to it, and unbeknownst to me, he shows me favor. Even though these suckers are targeting me, when I have my apartment, they turn the lights out on us
All
and our
praise to the Most
kids.
High, God of Israel.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I'm telling you, stay close to him. You don't have to, I don't even fear these suckers. I tell them when I walk down the aisles, I think you better get out of my way. And they move. It ain't about this physical thing, because they probably could beat me up, but I'm just saying, I'm talking in the spirit, you can't. Because this spiritual warfare, that's where I win. That's where we win, is in the spirit. And then prayers, I'm telling you, pray. Keep praying and fasting. Keep
Yeah.
praying, and we are going to make it, you guys. I'm telling you, we're going to
I'm out
make it.
here every day.
Yes, I'm telling you, what he's done so many miraculous miracles. He healed my breast. I kept saying, I'm gonna wait on the Most High. The doctors, you ain't doing nothing more than my breast. I'll tell you,
Yes.
he healed me through this
May I say
pastor
this?
on TV.
May I say
Huh?
this? May I say
Yes,
this?
ma'am.
If I think
What's she talking
if
about?
G-Rock had a chauffeur, is that how you say it? The horn?
Oh, yes. We need G-Rock.
Is
You
it?
need to
Is
get
that?
that.
You said what?
The chauffeur.
The
A
chauffeur.
chauffeur?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You'll really
You
see
need.
that, because when you said "all praise to the Most High," it looked like something snatched them across the street or whatever. And
Well, I know I felt it.
Oh
And that
yeah.
technology ain't got nothing on our guy.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
saying
telling you, if
blowing
he wants you to
chauffeur, because
feel it, you're going to feel it.
I want to say this real quick before I get out of here, because I got to get off the platform real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, I did live in an apartment that had very much demonic activity going on, and
Yes.
I didn't have a chauffeur, but I recorded it on, like, I had a little mini recorder.
Yes.
And I played that because you want to bring in the environment of the Most High. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And peace and everything
Praise God.
in your surroundings. So that's why I had brought that up. But it's been a pleasure, and I'm thankful that you let me onto your platform, G-Rock and Miss Deborah.
Hey,
Wow, you
it's
have
a pleasure having you. Y'all make sure y'all check out her channel. If you want to leave your link to your channel, go ahead and put it in the chat. So everybody can subscribe, man. You got a great channel going over there. You definitely be kicking that
Hallelujah.
knowledge.
All right. Well,
Praise
thank
God.
you guys so much, and y'all have a good evening.
All
Thank you.
right.
It's good
Thank
meeting
you.
you.
You too.
Blessings of the Most High.
Blessing.
Yeah, I'm telling you, G Rock, it's just an experience people have. And this is my last thing, and I'm gonna shut up. I
You're fine.
yeah, I heard he miraculously moves in our life. And there's a time when me and my daughter's in Chicago. I've been back for Chicago, but I've lived up there quite a few times. But I was in an area that I knew. And this bus driver, I know he was wicked. He made us get off because he wasn't going no further. And I said, well, we're not from this part. We're not from here. He said, get out. And it was the worstest part in Chicago. And it was at nighttime, about 10, 11 o'clock. And I had to get off with my two babies. And I said, God, what's it going to be? Walgreens down the street or this thing of a shack train, a train station, little small thing that said murder one, had yellow stripping, people was getting killed. And I had to walk up in there with my kids and they're already crying. So we're sitting, I told them,
Hmm.
get down in the corner. I said, don't say nothing. I said, don't say nothing at all. Just be quiet and just pray. So there's this phone, but it wasn't connected. Wires was all away from the wall. Nothing was connected. And so I said, oh, yeah, fine. We ain't got a phone. We ain't got nothing. And I kept hearing noises all outside. And I knew it was gang members. And so I said, oh, Father, I said, please get us out of this. And I said, my daughter stood up and she said, Ma, look like the Star of David. Is that a light? Is that a train coming? I said, I don't know. I said, we ain't got no phone to call. And so the next thing I know, this phone rings. And I'm not even thinking about the wires, but the phone ring and my daughter picks it up and she says, oh, and I
You
said,
said
give me that
you
phone.
said it's a static. It's a static on here. What's up with the audio? Y'all said something wrong with the audio? Hold on, real
Is it?
quick. That's what they saying. Do I need to refresh it? Was it my? Hold on. Phones out. Maybe if I take my headphones out, it'll be better. Is it better now? I can hear nothing now. Hello?
Wow.
Oh, okay. Is it better now? Strengthen y'all. Somebody in the chat, let me know if the audio's good, please. I'm sorry, they were saying it was staticky or something.
Oh, okay.
I'm waiting for somebody to say something in the chat. Let me know the audio's good. Then we can continue. I'm sorry. Nobody said nothing for real yet.
Okay.
You too, Deborah.
Huh.
Okay. Yeah, you're getting a lot of love on here, man. You know the family love you,
Oh,
Deborah. You know they love you.
oh.
So,
That's so
she
sweet.
said it's good. Okay, we good. Okay, we good to go. You go right ahead. Cause I did not
Okay.
know you've been through that. I did not know you've been through that. I'll plug my
Okay.
earphones back in. He said, I
All
hear
right.
you now.
You can hear me?
Yeah, we good. They good to go. We good to go.
Okay, I'm gonna try and hurry up and do this. And so so I was talking to the lady, but she didn't sound like she was like here on earth. And so she was talking, and I asked her, I said, well, is there another train coming? I said, we're here. She said, well, who you got there? You got your kids? And I don't know how there wasn't no cameras in there. I said, yeah, my two daughters. She said, well, honey, all I can do is just pray. And I said, well, when's the next bus? She said, I mean, next, bus, train. She said, well, I have to look and I have to call you back. She said, but just stay down and pray. So we stayed down, we prayed. The girls is crying and stuff. Okay. So the phone rang back. She said, no, ain't nothing going to be there for about another hour or two. I said, we can't stay up in here like that. We'll be dead. And she said, well, honey, just keep praying. Just keep praying. So, we're praying and stuff, hearing this noise out there. And all of a sudden she calls back in about 10 minutes. She said, you know what? There's a train on its way. And I said, well, how'd that happen? She said, I have no idea. I don't know where this train's coming from. I said, okay. So she said, be out there on the platform. They'll see you. They'll be waiting for you. I said, okay. So we're running. We see that train we're running. You know, that thing you turn to go through? We jumped it. We jumped that thing to get outside so bad to make sure that train seen us. And all of a sudden, the train, he said, we see you. So then we're getting on the train. Something tells me to look back. I see all these gang members. And old boy said, oh, no, not today, not tonight. You ain't getting them. And I was so nervous and scared. I see, I'm telling you, this is Chicago now. And so we
I've been
get on there.
time in 2003. As soon as you go there, you can just feel the evil in the air.
Yes,
And I was on
yes,
the church of town. You can just feel
yes.
even you don't even see nothing. You can just feel it.
That's it. Is it? You know it, and you know, what's his name? That gangster, that white gangster. I can't think of his name. He's in Chicago Heights. He has his he. Yeah, you know, there's a drug dealer there that was making the prostitutes sleep with dogs. And they had these half human and half dogs, and they send them out to Arizona. And so there was a lot of stuff happening up there. But when we got on that train and we was getting ready to get off, I got to telling my kids, I said, you know, that phone was not working. I said, that had to be an angel that was talking on that phone. And so, and so after we got off the train, guess what happens? The
What?
train disappears.
What?
The train disappeared. Do you hear me? I'm trying to tell you.
I can't do nothing but believe you because I had some crazy stuff happen to me. So
Yes.
crazy.
Yes. So you know, God prepares us for all this. Like He prepared me for the gift that He gives me to cast out demons out of houses. I'll go up there, everybody's scared. I'll go in there and cast, and they won't be in there no more. That praise to Yah. It ain't me. You know, it's Him. It's all Him. I give glory and honor to Him. You know, and
The most
I
high.
just like to tell my testimony so people know that He is real. He is real, and He ain't playing, and He's coming, and He's coming fast. And people better get prepared. They better get prepared. That's all I can say.
Oh, he on his way.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
so you think the chariot's about to show up?
I really do. It might not be tomorrow. I mean, nobody knows, but it might not be tomorrow. It might not be next year, but it's close.
Well, I never do. Everybody say the UFOs or whatever is the chariots.
Now, that's what I hear the Israelites talking about,
Right.
you know, Hebrew Israelites. But I don't know. All I know, G-Rock, is that God kept telling me to go back south. He's been saying that for the longest. And I'm telling you, he drew me to North Carolina because in 2000, that's when I went. I kept feeling it strong. And it was about the water. It was about the water in the land. It has something to do with the ancestors. And it's the same feeling, and I keep getting it strong.
You talking about the Canary Islands, that volcano over there about to drop off to the ocean? That's probably because you said water, land, and ancestors.
Yeah.
Well, that's all three right there.
And you know, they say the hurricanes that we get are the ancestors, and when they get stirred up, they say that's where the hurricanes, because they come from the Atlantic. What do you call it? The Atlantic, where the slaves came from. We call it the
slave. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, that's where they come from. That's where the hurricanes come from.
Yeah, I don't really know too much to speak on that. I don't never try not to talk about anything I can't, don't know nothing about. So I definitely gotta look that up. But I definitely know some of them hurricanes came from the HARP program as well too.
Yeah, that's true. Yep.
Yeah. That one that hit New York all the way up to New York. Come on now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because that's what they're telling everybody. We're gonna have a dark winter. And I don't really want to be up here. I'm strictly dead in the Midwest. And I've seen that, and they will do it on purpose. People think them generators and stuff's going to work. You know what? If the head generator, that thing goes out, you through. You just up here freezing with your family. These people ain't going to care. And people ain't. I'm telling you, the shelves in Walmart, the one Walmart here, we got like 3 or 4 of them. But the one here, the shelves are bare. People are in the stores. I mean, they're packed. People are just buying up stuff. But it ain't going to do no good if you ain't got no electricity to cook all that food. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I don't know. People better start thinking. It's now or never.
Oh, yeah. It's basically like, don't wait till it's too late to start trying to get it together now. The best you can. Work on them sins that you still,
Exactly.
Perfect. None of us is perfect. Don't even sit. None of us here and say we perfect, because we ain't.
Yes.
But start knocking them sins down. Get down 2 of them sins that you're working on.
That's right.
And you keeping everything else clean.
Yep, that's facts there.
You get the.
You know how they said about the 9 virgins? 5 of them wasn't prepared, and 5 of them was. The
right.
9 was it the 10 virgins? The 10 virgins in the Bible.
10 virgins.
Yeah, remember the story of the 10 virgins in the Bible?
Oh, I do
Y'all
not.
look that up.
I
Look
gotta.
that up.
You don't have. I'm gonna have to go back and do a lesson.
Yep,
I'm gonna
please
have to
do.
do some studying.
Please,
I,
please. I hope you do.
I do some studying on that. You said the 10 virgins.
Yes, the 10, I forgot what book
Did some
it's in.
studying on that. Because you know that Christianity. You know I've been in this truth since March 2020, 2 years in March, and that
Uh-huh.
all they teach is that New Testament.
Yeah, the thing of it is, see, when Esau went in there, the Bible belongs to us. It's originally from us. But what happened, they went and interpreted the way they taught us their interpretation. Like
Right.
when it says turn the other cheek, well, that was for slavery. But what it was meant for the Hebrews, for the Israelite to turn the other cheek for each other, not for nobody else. It was for each other. See, and they went in there twisting
All
stuff
people
up.
of the house of Israel. That's what he said.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Them Edomites better cleave to the Israelites.
They
With
better. They better. They need to repent.
a mouth full of ham.
Yep.
They
That's right.
like 24th of the month. Black Friday. You know what Black Friday really stand for. We ain't gonna talk
Yep.
about it. Can't wait
That's
to
right. That's so true.
how you doing with your dietary laws? You keeping the dietary laws?
You know what? Okay, this what happened. My sister and them, she just lost her husband a couple of years ago, and they've been Israelites for years. And they've been trying to get us. My mom converted everything. I kept telling them, I do believe what you're saying. I don't believe Jesus Christ is right, but everybody has to get woken up on their own. God has to wake you up on your timing. So I came into this targeting made me wake up because I sat on my friend's daughter's couch, and man, that V2K got to me. I heard a gunshot. It wasn't no real one, and it woke me up. I sat up, and I said, "Okay, that's part of that." Okay, I heard my sister's voice one time. I'm talking to you, and I hear her talking. I'm like, because I know she's doing this. My other sister, she's doing it. They're all doing it against me. So I'm on the couch up there, and I'm like, okay, God, you got to tell me something. I don't even know what this stuff is. What's going on? Why are these people doing this to me? Next thing I know, I pop up on YouTube a target. I don't know what target individual it was, but somebody was talking about, and I don't know if they did that or if y'all did it. But all I know, I clicked on it. It's like my finger clicked on it. And man, I found out a lot of things. That's how I found out I was targeted, what it was. I went from that one to this one to this to that. And I was just learning so much about what this program was. And so I kept asking God.
I'm gonna chime in on something real quick. I'm gonna let you continue. So with with the targeting and how it changed you, see some people when death it makes you feel like you about to die.
Yes.
Me,
Yes.
to me, it made me feel like I'm about to die. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Somebody want to kill
Yes,
me
Kira.
tomorrow. So it make you just want to like, oh, hold on, let me get right. You know what I'm saying? So that
Yes.
I'm good with the Most High. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
Because if you really got reverence for the Most High, you're gonna go ahead and get right. But some target individuals snap out. You know what I'm saying? And
They
go to
do.
and
But
kill
see,
people.
knowing him is what keeps you. That's why I tell people, even if you was in church, there's something. See, even when we was praying to Jesus, he knew who we was talking about because he knew our heart. And then he was going to wake us up in time. But when I was on that couch, I got to crying. Something came, Yah. The name Yah came out of nowhere. And I said, okay, Yah, I'm going to start praying. I'm going to use your name. I said, I'm seeking the truth. I need the truth, Yah. Tell me what's going on. I need the truth. There's something's not right. The whole truth is not here. And when I kept saying that and praying every night, she was taking, and then he showed me a vision. I always see visions with my eyes open. And this is what he showed me. I seen 2 nuns. They had their hats and all that on black and white stuff. And one looked like she was pregnant. And the other one was kind of shielding her, like moving to the left. So then all of a sudden, it was like y'all took my hand through the one that was pregnant, right through her stomach. And I seen, but it went through, and I seen a light, and it was like a silhouette around all my fingers. And so I look around that one, and I see this beautiful black woman, right? A beautiful black woman. And I'm like, what the heck? And so she had this gorgeous blue wrapping around her head. I've never seen a blue like this yet. And it was draped around her head and one over her front part and the back. And she had this beautiful white gown, dress, I don't know. And it looked like back in the times that she was with grace with her hand out like that, you know. And I'm like, what is this? So I kept praying and asking God to reveal it. And you know what he told me? He said, I'm bringing you out of that Christianity to the truth. And I said, okay. And then he said, that was you. You seen yourself. And as I remembered how she looked, it was me. It was me, but I had that thing around my head. It was the most beautiful thing I ever seen. And what he was doing, he was showing me the true me of who I was because of the lost identity of us not knowing who we are, you know. And he woke me up. And my sister was supposed to be so deep in this Israelite stuff that, okay, they helped me leave from there and come back home. They got me in this apartment, but they started acting weird. They would never stay in there long. You know, her son baptized me, you know, and all this. Okay, then I seen they never really came over, only, you know, when I needed something. And then I had to take my grandkids in, so I moved into the shelter. And that's where I'm at now, but it turned into a blessing. She was trying to stop that. She stopped calling me. So that's why I'm saying I don't care if you say you're an Israelite. I don't care if you say you're a Mormon. I don't care if you say you're a Jehovah's Witness. And they tried killing us. They had a semi hit us from behind. I'm telling you, there's so much to my story that people would not believe. It's crazy. But
Wow.
I'm telling you, he allowed me to see who I truly was. And, you know, and I don't deal with nobody. My kids, I sometimes I feel that they're part of it. Sometimes I don't, but I know my sisters and brother-in-law them are. All my other cousins, all of them's part of it. Even my so-called best friend, I believe she is.
I don't want to interrupt you, but I think the Most High over everyone said, "Do you have a channel?"
Do I have a channel?
Yeah.
Yeah, Deborah. Remember Deborah Jackson?
You got your YouTube channel. Could you let me see, Strength of Y'all, could you get our YouTube channel in the comments, please, so that he can copy the link or something?
And the person that I helped come down here, and they went back. I ain't gonna say their name right now. There was that person knows two people that was on your live a couple weeks ago.
Who?
Yep, I seen their names.
Who was that?
I'll tell you. I ain't gonna say it.
Hold on, run it. Say that one more time, because I gotta make sure. Hold on.
And I think after they seen me, they didn't come back on. Now they probably been on your channel before, because I know you kind of was familiar with their names. But these two females know this person that I had come down here.
Oh.
And it's just weird. It's just weird because I'm telling you, I hadn't been feeling them energy. What do they call them? Energy weapons. When that person got down here, and it was so harsh. And this person already seemed like he already knew where I lived. I'll tell you, it's man. You really gotta watch who's who.
Is it a perp on my channel?
No, I ain't seen this person on your channel, but this person know two of the people that came on your channel.
Oh, two of the people.
They looked like they was coming through. You know, you might, huh?
Oh, they getting that boot. Hey, Strength of Y'all, break that boot out. You got that boot ready? Say your URL. Let's give them the boot before they even come back on. We try to nip it in the butt before we even. Over here. Get them up out of here.
I'll tell you, I give anybody.
I'll wrap off of live. I'll wrap with you off of this, and we'll talk about it in private.
Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Beautiful testimony. Wow. Look, she ready.
Praise Yah.
She ready.
Thank you.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful testimony. No wonder why you've been holding back all this time, all these weeks. Been holding
Well, you
back.
know, I didn't tell you, my mama died on the operating table and God brought her back to life.
Oh,
My
praise.
mother, yeah, he brought her back to life. She was dead for an hour or so.
You know
And
what? Well, you know what's crazy, and I don't mean to cut you. I saved my roommate's life this year. When I talked about it in one of
wow,
your videos, I saved
yeah, really.
his life this year, and he put me out the house, and he said I was a lousy mechanic.
Oh wow, are you serious?
His life.
But you know what? You know what kind of spirit he's
I
walking
didn't even
with.
know how to do it. I was just doing it because, like, I just seen TV or whatever,
Wow. I'm
and it
telling
came
you,
in there.
he probably wasn't even real.
It,
He might have been a reptilian.
I was like, ah, I've been knowing him all my life, but yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry, 'cause he was
Well,
close.
you know, G Rock, now come on now. You know the tares and the wheat are all they come through the same womb.
It
So
so is.
we can know these people in our family, and a lot of them are tares.
The chairs. I be seeing them. They everywhere. I'm like,
Yes,
you ain't got no reverence for the Most High? Don't nobody care?
right.
Oh, I don't believe in all that, man. That ain't real for real. That ain't real.
That's
Uh,
because
place
they're not
stuff.
chosen.
I'm like, man, you going to the pit. That
Yeah, but you
right.
know it says everybody ain't gonna be saved.
He gonna be like, depart from me, depart from me, depart from me, depart from
Yeah,
me, depart from me, depart from me.
yeah,
Like, he gonna be, man,
that's
he
true.
gonna, dang, when he gonna say you can come into the kingdom to your eternal rest? Up there, depart from me, depart from me, depart from me, depart from me.
Right,
And I
for
make my,
real.
oh man, that's crazy. I'm like, dang, you should have kept the commandments.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah.
look.
And you know, it's something because you know the Samite bloodline. You know how people are being sacrificed. You know, and I know my grandmother, and I never met her, or my aunt. They got burned up in a fire. My other aunt calls that, and she climbed through there and got the baby out, but the firemen couldn't do it. So I'm like, okay, something's wrong with that picture.
Yeah.
So it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff going on out here. People better be aware.
Keep it going. Keep going. Hold on. I'm gonna talk about what happened with dude. Hold on. I'm gonna talk about it. Most all real. I got you. Hold on. I already know it's agents on here. Where they at? Get that back door. Back door. I got luggage. Oh, fam. Oh man. Well, they so disrespectful. Thank you, man. Yeah, had all these bags. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
You still in the store, G?
What's up?
You still in the store?
No, I'm on the bus. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
I'm on the bus. I'm in transition.
I know that's right.
I hope everybody on this live is getting ready to get to the kingdom. Get your house in order, that oil for your lamp. You better
Yeah.
be come back. You better quit playing.
Hallelujah. For real.
Better keep thinking it's sweet. You know what I
My
mean?
grandkids want to say hi.
Hey, what's up? Let me put them on. Let me say hi to them.
Here, y'all.
Hey, what's
I
up?
gotta get over here now.
What's up, man? Y'all holding it down, man. Hold it down. Hold it down, Kings. Hold it down, Kings.
Y'all say what's up, G Rod?
What's up, G-Rock? Hey, G-Rock.
Brother, what's up?
Shalom. Shabbat shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.
They're so
You got
silly.
shalom?
Yeah. But thank you for having me.
Oh,
I
yeah.
really appreciate it.
Anytime. It's definitely a blessing to have you on. I've been waiting.
I know. Thank you. I had so much to do in the day and night, you know. It's just, oh, my goodness.
Look, I'm out here in the elements, and I'll be having stuff to do.
Yeah. Well, you know what? If you and strengthen y'all haven't found a place, you know, within a certain length of time. There's places here, you know, where I'm at that like they have low income and you get in within that same week. You know, they got a lot of factory jobs here. The restaurants, you know, like they, what's the name was talking about? They're hiring like $14, $15 an hour. So if you
Okay.
ever you need to come here, just let me know.
Yeah, I think I don't know. We'll know something here soon because either way it goes, we gonna know something.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I hope so.
I don't want to put too much business out here because these perps be watching, stalking and
I
watching.
know,
They got
right?
they
Yeah.
know that out. Oh yeah, that's what he said. He sure did. He gonna be over there later. Got that little notepad. You feel me? Okay. Straight stalker.
Right.
But anyway, yeah, you're more than welcome. If you got to get to what you got to do, I'll thank you for coming on the live tonight.
Okay, thank you, G Rock. And I love you guys. And I'm praying for everybody and, you know, for our strength in Him and that He watches over us and He empowers us more and more and, you know, and gives us those spiritual eyes, that discernment to know what's coming and what's ahead and just staying and keeping them, you know, keeping them commandments and traditions of, you know, Yah and, you know,
Yeah,
just praying for one another, you know, we got to
absolutely,
pray for one another. That's
absolutely.
really important.
Yeah, you gotta keep it. You gotta keep it real with yourself. You can't lie to yourself.
Yes,
You can lie to
yes,
somebody else, but you can't lie to yourself.
that's so true.
Fuck with yourself. All praises. Thank you for coming on.
Okay, you're welcome.
Right, Kwame Yasharala. Shalom.
Same to you. Shalom.
Bye, G Rock.
All right, see you later. Take care of her. You take care of my friend. Oh man, hear them little innocent voices, man, it melted my heart. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be warm all night now. They did melted my little heart. Well, man, that was a great testimony Tuesday. Like, I'll be getting off of this bus real soon. Hold on, I'm gonna finish the story about what happened with my roommate, and then I'm gonna close it out with a prayer. We're gonna have a prayer, and y'all won't see me until the Shabbat. Till the Shabbat, give y'all some updates or whatever. Make sure that y'all hitting that like button since y'all in here. You might as well. It ain't that hard. Go on, hit that like button. Put the little thumb up over there. Hey, look, support your brother. Help a brother out. Hit the thumbs up. Leave a comment. Appreciate you. I'm gonna get across this light, and then I'll wrap the show up tonight. But yeah, amazing story though. Amazing story. That's crazy, man. I believe her too. I've been seeing some stuff myself, man. She said that was amazing. Look at you touching the souls of all ages, King. You know, so amazing, my love. Oh, girl, you better stop getting mushy on live. You know, this is. Oh, you trying to get mushy on live. Wait till y'all see that documentary, though. Bring your Kleenex. Bring your Kleenex. Gonna need it. It's that's crazy. Hold on, real quick. I gotta get off of this bus. Uh, all right, be blessed. Shalom. They be like, huh? What does that mean? What you say to me? What you say to me? It's peace and love, peace and blessings. Dang, you're so upset. Hold on, I'm gonna go over here and it's light. I think that's you think we got some street theater going on. You never get a break. Hey, see, when you out here in the elements stalking, your stalking is like 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. All day. I'm talking on the phone. when you in the elements, you out here, you think you getting gangstar because you can go in there and close the door. So you can go there and close the door. Out here, street theater all day long. Okay, let's talk about this cat real quick. All right, so I saved my roommate's life this year in, I believe it was February 21. He puts me out the house towards the end of March 21, like a month, 45 days later, because I met Strength in Yah. And, you know, he was jealous because no woman want him. Because he was talking about he was abducted by aliens. He said he, oh, but he was saying it, but he was, hold on, look at this. Hold on. Little noise campaign for the live. Appreciate it. Anyway. All right, anyway, let me finish this story real quick. So, let me see, where was I at before I was really interrupted? That V2 case, let me stop. Stop. All right. So yeah, me and Strength and Yah, we, you know what I'm saying, we was together and stuff, and we hit it up. But he would have a girl, he would have this girl over there. I forgot her name, but he kept talking about crazy stuff when he had his girl over there. You know what I'm saying? And he was talking about he was getting beamed up by aliens, and they took him out to the galaxy to fight in the galaxy and all that. And we all sitting there looking at him crazy like, bro, this is not the time for this, man. And so he'll freak his girl out. And so he'll always run his females out, but I kept mine, you know what I'm saying? I kept my woman or whatever. And he would always try to walk in the room when we in there chilling, you know what I'm saying? Like the door be locked, you know what I'm saying? He come up, you hear the door, you can hear the door, man. You try to open the door. And he was just jealous, man, because he was crazy. So all we wanted to do was stay in the room. We never came out unless we had to go to the bathroom, and then we right back in the room. I paid rent, had food, all that. Dude get jealous. And this after I saved his life. He get jealous. And then me and her started just hanging out. I got me a car. I was gone, coming in, gone. You know what I'm saying? We all through the town or whatever. You know what I'm saying? On date night, whatever, bowling, all that. He jealous. I even pick him up, man. You want to go get some chicken or something? Yeah, man, I'll get some chicken. And your car, man, you need to fix this car. It's raggedy. Like, come on, man. Nobody needs. Why you hating for? You know, it's just all that like that. Anyway, long story short, dude turned on me and put me out. I saved your life, bro. I could have let you die right there in that store. You feel me? But anyway, I saved his life. That's the first time I ever saved somebody's life. Well, that's probably the second time, I think. But anyway, now let me give you the update what happened to him. This is how the Most High don't like ugly. He out on the streets crazy. He lost his mind talking to himself now. Running around. Tony, thank you so much, Tony, for what you've done, with everything you do for me. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Tony. All praises. Thank you so much. Appreciate everything you've done. But and also hit that like button too on the video, please. Somebody, one of y'all, two or three of y'all, hit that like button, please. Okay, I gotta watch my food. Okay, what's up, man? What's up? Shalom, shalom. All right. Great Testimony Tuesday. We're definitely gonna be doing this again next Tuesday. If you want to come on, if I know you, if I deal with you, you ain't gotta go through the screening process. But if I don't really deal with you or talk to you, that's why I asked you to leave comments on my videos. Tell me, give me feedback so I can get to know you and we can get to know each other. And we helping each other through this so we can go on home, man. Y'all ready to go home? I'm ready to go home, man. To the kingdom, man. Said 17 in the chat, 15 likes. That's what I like. Them gang stalkers, go ahead and go over there. If them is the last two is stalkers, go on over there and hit that thumbs up. Quit playing with me, man. You might as well. You ain't got nothing else to do. But yeah, great live, man. I'll be back for the Shabbat live. I don't know if I'm gonna do it at night or on the actual Saturday, but I'm gonna look into the 10 versions, and I think we'll go over that and see. Make sure that you have them lampstands. Make sure you have your lampstands ready for the Messiah, for real. Cause it's getting real out here, man. I've been out here since June, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Since June, and I pray and hope that I can beat poverty soon. I pray and hope. Pray and hope. But you know, all praises to the Most High, God of Israel. It's been real with y'all. Thank you for coming out to my live tonight. And again, I'll see you Friday if the Most High is willing. Kwam Yasharala means rise Israel. Keep them law, statutes, and commandments. And I'm gonna go ahead and end it off with a prayer, and we're gonna get up out of here. Lord, we come to you, Lord, humble in faith and truth. We ask that you protect every last subscriber that's watching this channel. Ask that you protect me tonight as I go, and for my slumber, protect me from my enemies. Send your angels to everybody that's watching this live stream. May it touch them and may it renew their heart and their spirit. And your holy son, Yahweh Shah, HaMashiach's name, we pray. Amen and Amen. Kwam Yasharala, shalom, you guys.